12th, 2025. I slept, I don't know, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours? I'm not sure. I woke up early by an hour and a half or 2 hours. So that's all right. When I was heading down I just decided to go down to go get breakfast and maybe start the day a little early. And I saw Robert and Dexter in the lobby, and they were just about ready to head to the airport. And I was like, oh, maybe I can join you guys. So they let me join them to get a ride to the airport and help them, pack some boxes and stuff. They're bringing the merch back to America, and it was good to chat with them and get a ride. And when I got to the airport, I went and got my my rental car, and so that I could drive to Bulgaria. And it all seemed pretty normal. I had a little bit of fuss, just kind of getting the right car. The first car they were going to give me, the air in the front passenger tire was a little low, very noticeably low. And then I said, hey, how do I pump this up? And they got me a new car. They just gave me a new car. Okay, so I got in the new car, but it had low gas, so I had to put gas in it. They better not charge me for that when I go back and give them an empty car. Anyway, I jumped in and started making my way to... I left my hoodie there. Luckily, I was still at the airport after I got my gas. I had to flip around and go back in because I got the gas right away at this very interesting looking gas station right there in the airport. Very weird, interesting. It was fine though. And went and got my hoodie. Then I finally hit the road. I think it was around 10:20 or 10:30, something like that. And yeah, just making my way. Saw lots of cool scenery, as I've been, I'm posting here. I filmed a lot, so I was just enjoying the countryside as I was going. Travel was pretty good. It's very unusual to just drive everywhere you go, see no English language words anywhere, like none. I can't remember seeing any, and it's very kind of unsettling a little bit. Like I guess my realization today was that it makes me feel a little strange, maybe because I'm totally alone. I'm not in the comfort of the hotel where I have friends there that are English speaking, that also some know Turkish, or I'm just not alone, And as I'm driving and I'm alone, I'm like, wow, I'm really feeling my aloneness. And also, it just is a little unsettling. I guess there's a kind of a strange feeling in my stomach a little bit, because I know that I have to bust out the translator of the phone to even communicate with anybody. There's basically nobody knows English, really. Or if they do, it's very little. And it's interesting. Anyway, it's just a kind of a strange feeling. The scenery was just really nice, though. I mean, it's not the fanciest stuff ever. It's just rolling hills and farms and things, but a lot of interesting vegetation. The trees and things are different, and yeah, it was just nice. The sky was beautiful, and I like it. Partially overcast or cloudy sky is always cool to me, just a little more interesting looking. And I got all the way to the border of Bulgaria, and the first checkpoint there was fine. I don't even know why there's multiple checkpoints. I guess the first one, they're just checking my passport. The next one, I guess, was customs. Is kind of what I maybe figured out later. So I pull up to that one, and the guy says, "Where is the car passport?" I don't know what that even is. We eventually kind of got it translated that he was asking for power of attorney on the car. And I guess that means I needed some kind of note stating I had power of attorney on the car. Like, basically it meant I needed to own the car, or if I was borrowing a car or even renting a car, that they gave me some kind of official notification that authorized my use of the car into another country other than Turkey. Like, it was sort of like I guess a car passport, but it's just like I need permission to take the car out of the country. I guess it's sort of like I'm not exporting the car. Like, I'm not going to leave it in Bulgaria, and so now they end up with a car that is not supposed to be there. Like, maybe it's a safety thing, or just a precaution for the rental car companies, so that people don't, take their cars and then they end up in another country and they can't get it back, or I don't know. But that's what they were asking for. And so I got on the phone, I called the car place. "Hey, can I get this?" And they're like, "No, sorry." So I was like, well, I guess I gotta go back. And on my way back through, the first checkpoint, the one that I had no problem getting through, they were saying, "Well, you need this passport." Or what did they ask? "What are you gonna do?" I like, "Well, I'm gonna go back, turn this car in," because I think they ripped me off. I don't know why they let me take a car knowing I was going to Bulgaria that they know I couldn't take into Bulgaria. And he said, "Well, no rental cars at all are allowed in Bulgaria." Because I was planning to go back and just go to a different rental place and get a different car that I could take into Bulgaria. And he said, "Well, no, there's none are allowed. You can drive to the border and then walk through and then rent another car in Bulgaria to go the rest of the way." So all of this is just a big frustrating headache. I cannot, anyway, so I'm like, well, I'm not gonna do that. I can't afford that. And I don't even know where to get a rental car once I get into Bulgaria. I don't know how far into the city or how far into the country the first place is where I could rent a car. I have no idea. I don't know anything about the country. So basically I had to throw in the towel and just drive back to Istanbul. So it took about 4 hours to get there, and I was already kind of wiped out. I didn't really drink or eat anything. And then I don't know how long I was there, maybe 2 hours or something, trying to get this stuff worked out. Probably longer. And then I was like, well, I'll just come back. So another 4 hours, probably a little over 4 hours to drive back would have been, had I not had to stop or take naps or anything. So yeah, I made my way back. And I took lots of naps. I was very wiped out, very tired. Now I got back to Istanbul. I'm still maybe half hour from the airport. I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I don't have enough money to get an airplane ticket. I can't rent a car. Maybe a bus or a train, but it's like 20 hours of travel, 15 to 20 hours of travel. So if I don't know when that leaves. So I guess I'm kind of stuck. I don't really know. My flight here isn't till Friday. I have this car. I mean, I could just sleep in the car until Friday, and that's cheap. And I'll just go grab food here and there. I don't really know, though. It's kind of it's all very frustrating and very mysterious all at the same time. I mean, I can sleep in the car. I could probably find places to sleep. I'm not super worried about that. I can probably, there's one of our guys that we worked with, he lives in Istanbul somewhere. I could go visit with him. I don't know. I can't stay at his place. I already asked him if I could. Maybe he said I could leave my luggage there, but I don't really care about that. I don't even mind staying in the car, but no, I can't get to Bulgaria. It's so annoying, so frustrating. Maybe I'll just make it. I was gonna help Krasimir out. I was gonna film video for him. I think he was expecting that. Anyway, I don't know what the deep thought of the day is. I guess try to figure this stuff out before you travel. Maybe that's the call to action. I was thinking, I kept thinking I can figure it out when I get there, figure out the travel, figure out how to get from Istanbul to Bulgaria. I've got a week. I've got a lot of resources, people I can talk to. Nobody seemed to, I told a lot of people I was taking this rental car. Nobody knew that was that was an issue. And the guy that rented me the car didn't tell me that. And when I was talking to the border person, that person called this guy and said, "Hey, why didn't you tell him?" He said, "I did tell him." And so he lied. And when I was renting the car, actually, he was trying to get me to spend more money. I rented it online and was supposedly paid for online. 120 euro I paid for the car plus the extra insurance, because it was cheap enough. I thought 120 euro, that's way better than 500 and something for the airplane ticket, and I don't know what the price on the plane or the bus was or train, but that was 15 to 20 hours of travel versus jumping in a car and maybe 7-8 there and 7-8 back versus 30-ish, I guess, if you double the anyway, I did a decent amount of research, but it was all here, and anyway, I'm complaining a lot. This is the most I've ever complained, maybe ever. Not even just in a video. It's very interesting. I guess this is part of my story. This is it. Part of Aaron's story in Istanbul, or in Turkey, trying to find Bulgaria. I guess, I really did like all the scenery, so that was cool. I will, I don't think I slept. I've already slept here now. I've napped here for an hour or two. I'm feeling okay. My voice is not obviously normal yet, but I feel okay. I could probably go back to the airport. That guy that I worked with is not, obviously he's not going to be working there still. He probably will come back tomorrow maybe. So I think I want to go back when he's there. I don't know. Anyway, this is going really long, so we'll see how it goes. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I don't know what I'm gonna do tonight, really. And yeah, until next time. 15 minutes. All right, talk to you later, y'all.